And it is. I have like 4 pages here. Am I ever gonna get through this? I'm still only on the first page. Hi everybody. Today I'm going to have a little sit down and talk to you about how I got into design school. I graduated from Cazenovia College in 2012, and it has recently come out that Cazenovia College is closing, sadly, after almost 200 years. Cazenovia was founded in 1824, so this will be their 199th year as a college, and it is the 24th oldest school in the country. Also, if I keep looking down, I have some little notes, so if I keep looking down, that's why, to refer to my notes. I always knew I wanted to be creative. I mean, it was in my blood. When I found CAS, I immediately fell in love with the campus. Parts of it reminded me of Denison University, where my oldest sister went to college in Ohio, and other parts of it reminded me of Mercyhurst College, now University, where my other sister went to college. So when I first applied to Cazenovia College, unfortunately, I didn't get in right away. So I decided to go to Monroe Community College for my core classes and to get my grades up a little bit to hopefully get into Cazenovia in the future. After the first year at MCC, I actually did get into Cazenovia College, and I was so excited. But I decided to stay there another year to take some more core classes and get my grades up even more. My first year in MCC was okay. I mean, I didn't really make a lot of friends. I had a hard time because I was an hour away from home, which is why I wanted to go away from home in the first place, so that I would get used to being away at home. So the second year at Monroe Community, I lived with 2 fantastic girls. And funnily enough, one of them was named Casey. So because of my red hair, she decided to start calling me Ginger. And here we are, 15 years later, the name is stuck. I'm Ginger to them, to both of them and their family and friends. I've come to embrace it. So moving to CAS was a big deal. It was 3 hours away from home. Not ideal, but it's absolutely what I needed. I needed to be away from home. At the time, my grandfather was really sick. My grandfather is my main inspiration for going into design. He taught me everything I know about everything, basically everything I know about everything. Especially in the design and craft world. Everything I know about woodworking and like handyman things around the house, using a screwdriver, painting, all that kinds of stuff. That's everything I know about. That is from him. So when I went to CAS, he had gotten sick. Getting to go to my dream school was incredible, but it was also a little sad knowing that my grandfather, my pops, was at home sick with cancer. I knew because of that I had to do the best that I could in all of my classes. I had to succeed because of him. I had to show him that I could do it. My initial scheduling experience was not magical at all. I had 8 a.m. classes every single morning, which I had been used to, but it's not ideal. And I was taking freshman and sophomore classes to catch up to my classes status, basically. Sadly, Pops passed away. My grandfather passed away from leukemia during the winter break, January 2010. And I had made a few really good friends in the first couple months. And one of my friends had met me to help me bring my stuff in from home. And without hesitation, the first thing she asked me was, "How's Pops?" I lost it. I just started crying, and I hadn't told anybody because I had just started there. I didn't really know anybody well enough to, I don't know. But she and I really bonded. As I went on, I pretty much coasted in my classes. I got decent grades, and I started making friends. So my second year at Cazenovia is when everything kind of came together. I was living with the same roommate I had the previous semester, which was fantastic. We got along great. We had a lot of the same classes, and we're still really good friends today. Again, 10, 12 years later. So senior year is when things got a little crazy. I had to take a few of the most intense design classes all at the same time. I had to take senior topics, which was the 20-page research paper, which I'll get to in a future video, and these other ones too. I had to take hospitality, which was a big one. That was a lot of work, and retail design. Senior year was anything but pretty though at the very beginning. I had to deal with a roommate who was a bully. I mean, we were 21 years old and you're still bullying people. Not cool. I didn't let that get to me. I dealt with it for maybe a month into my senior year, which was technically my 5th year of college. But anyway, a month into my senior year, I went to, the authorities of resident life, and I said, I need to get out of my room. I am not happy. I can't get any of my work done. This is not good. They said that they had a room in the building across the street from where I was living before, that was empty. It was a double. I didn't care. I had to get out of that situation. So I literally moved all my stuff myself. I had to do that a couple times at CAS by myself. I moved from, the 2nd floor to the 3rd floor by myself. And then I moved from that same building senior year to the building across the street with a little bit of help, but basically by myself. Graduation was the biggest milestone, probably. I did it. I got through design school, and in another video, stay tuned for this, I am going to go through my projects, my design projects. I will start with my senior project, which was based on my senior topics research paper, which was restoration of historic theaters using oil-based paint. I will go through that in a separate video, and my retail projects and my hospitality projects. So stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching. Immediately reminded me of, why am I so wide-eyed? Looking like deer in headlights. I need to relax. Okay. When I found KJAS, I immediately fell in love with it. It reminded me a lot of parts of it reminded me of, and I just kicked the camera. Lovely. Good job, Casey.